Okay. I want to show you how to combat spasms and cramps in your legs, or really anywhere in your body. You'll find in your wrist is made up of many little bones, and running through those little bones are nerves which come out here in your hand, run along up your arm. Now I don't know why it works, but if you're having spasms in your left leg, use your left hand. If you're having spasms in your right leg, use your right wrist. Relax your hand like this, use your thumb, and if you press in here you're going to find gristle and lumps. At the moment there aren't any because I'm not unwell, and I've just made a previous video doing this. You have to do this several times every day. This isn't something you just do when you've got a spasm. It's helpful when you've got a spasm, excuse me, but if you maintain this practice every day, you won't get the spasms, or you'll get less amount of spasms and they won't be nearly so severe. But what you need to do is to first off hold this, or get someone else to hold your wrist. All around here, if you study acupressure or acupuncture, are the points that the Chinese especially follow, but lots of people follow them. So just by going like that causes immediate relaxation. So that's just relaxed now, even though it wasn't in specific pain, it's gone good. But with MS, it's more than just a cramp. It's the symptom of an onset of a series of events in your body which wreak havoc on you. So if you can stop this, none of the other things happen. And this is why it's so important that I tell people about how I help myself with this. So what you got to do is, and sometimes this is horrific, all this just comes up in all these big bumps, and you just wouldn't believe it how it goes, but it does. And you just must gently pressure and push them down. And if it's a terribly severe bout, you'll be going like you're pushing an elevator floors, it's crazy. And then on the other side as well, see, this can rise up anywhere up to almost half an inch higher. And some of these, it's just the tendons in that they're not, for some reason, they're not staying where they're meant to stay in your wrist. So you must force them back to where they're meant to be, and then they can do whatever it is they do. So whilst they jump out of their place, their natural place, they just run mad. Right? Now when you do this, you're going to find that first your neck and shoulders relax. Then you're going to find that your chest and your breathing will relax. It'll move quite quickly down to your midriff, your stomach area. So if you've got stomach cramps, this is good for stomach cramps. It's good for nausea even. It's not good specifically for MS nausea. That's why I take the Strepsil, as I've said before. But you'll see that when you're doing this, within 10 seconds, it'll start from the top of your body and run down to your legs and stop your suffering. Sometimes it's scary though. It might not, like you might have to keep doing this for a couple of hours, but don't hurt yourself. You must try and use other methods, and like make sure you're comfortable and warm, and other things. Don't just sit there going like that, because you end up hurting yourself. And even though you might be having an attack here, do use your other foot, because it usually means MS can fly all around your body. It's horrible. See, I can feel this bone here. It's really playing around. Once I do that, straight away my shoulder relaxes, and I don't feel that burning pain in my shoulder. So just sit there and try and do this for yourself before you get cramps. And note what parts of your body it affects. Yeah, sometimes it runs up into your hand and you need to go in and, do other parts. But basically it's these bones in the wrists. I don't know why. Okay? Doesn't cost you anything. You don't need anybody. You don't need any special equipment. You don't have to do a course. And you can help yourself time and time and time again. It's not like a tablet you can only take 8 hours or something when you need it every 5 minutes. So be kind to yourself though, don't hurt yourself. So that's that.